So one of the types of fields that you can add in is a widget, and that's a form configurable list. So let's say, for example, you want to go ahead and then add in something like an item inventory. So to do that, you can add the form configurable list. So to do that, I'm going to go to add elements, and then I'm going to go to the widget section right here. So here you can see that configurable list is an option. Go ahead and click right here, and then you can see that I have configurable list right here. So what I can do now is go ahead and type in what I want. So I'm just going to say enter your inventory, let's say, for example, right here. So here you can see that there's sort text, there's drop down, calendar time right here. So you can change this out to whatever you like. Let's say, for example, I'm going to say item name right here. And then instead of drop down, I'm going to go ahead and, let's say, for example, select out something else. So I don't want a drop down. I can go ahead and delete this out right here. So I got item name, and I'm going to go ahead on to add field. And then I'm going to go ahead and choose, let's say, for example, number right here, which is going to be the quantity right here. I'm going to add another field right here, and that is going to be, let's say, for example, number again, and this is going to be price, let's say, for example. I'm going to go around over here, and let's say, for example, go for drop down now. So over here in drop down, I want to go ahead and say maybe discount right here, and that is going to be yes or no. So this is what I want. I can go ahead and add in other field as I want as well. But this is what I want right here. So I got all of the fields, and in the general, you can see that default number of rows is 1. You can add in 2 rows as well. So you got 2 by default right here. And maximum number of rows, you can define it out, let's say, for example, by 10 right here as well. So that is what you have. So you can see that the label for add another row is add row. So I can just go ahead and say add as well. You can even go ahead right here and go for single line right here, so that you don't have everything repeating right here, the labels that is. So I want it to be compact, so I'm just going to go ahead and say single line. You can even go ahead and add in custom CSS if you want to. So let's just go ahead and close right here. And then now what I'm going to do is, you can see that I already changed the widget setting. I can go around onto properties as well. So here you can see that you got alignment option, like you can center align it, you can go ahead and right align it. But in my case, everything is arranged to the top, so you really don't have any space right here. You can go ahead and work around with the label. You can disable the label right here, or enable out the label right here, just like this. So you can see that you can align it to the right, align it to the left, that is the label, and so forth as you want. And you can even go ahead and change around the width right here, just like this as well. So let me just go ahead right here and say 700 as width right here, so that it takes a bit of a space. You can change around the height as well. So right now it's 130. So I'm just going to go around and say 150, so that it takes a bit more space. So required, so you can go ahead and make this compulsory, or say no right here to make it optional. Then let me just go ahead and mark it as required. So apart from that, you can even go ahead and click on duplicate, and you can duplicate out the form right here. But let me just go ahead and remove this out right here. So now with this form, I'm going to go around over here onto properties, and then I'm going to go to advanced. And here you can see that you can change the widget name, the field name. You can go ahead and shrink it out right here, so that you can add in another field right there, or move it to the new line after shrinking as well, if there's multiple, let's say, for example, field right here. For example, I can go ahead right here, and I'm going to go ahead and duplicate. Let's say, for example, you can see that they are in the same line. So if I were to move to new line, you can see that it moves to new line, even if there is space. But I don't want this, so I'm just going to go ahead and delete out the field right here, just like this, and go to properties. So if I were to go to advanced right here, you can hide the field from the regular users as well. You can remove the shrink right here, and in the field details, you will be able to go ahead and type in the name as well. For example, I'm going to go ahead and say inventory right here, just like this. And then around over here, I'm just going to go around and say inventory right here, just like this as well. So inventory list is what I want right here. So now this is what you have. So you got the item name, quantity, price, and discount option right here, just like this. So you can see that these are the fields that you have. So now let's say I want to go ahead and change the discount option to yes or no. So to do that, I can go to the widget setting, and here under each of the item, you can actually go to setting right here. So you can set the field name as you like, change out the placeholder as well. So I'm going to go back and go for the discount where I actually want options. So I'm going to go to option right here and say yes and no right here, just like this. So this is what you have. So you can see that I have the drop down option right here, just like this. And this is what you have now. So you can see that I've made the change right here, just like this. And now if I were to go ahead and preview out the form, then this is what you see. So let's say I'm going to say pencil. Quantity is going to be, let's say, for example, 3. Price is going to be 2. Let's say, for example, discount, yes. So I can go ahead and add a new row right here, just like this as well. And then let's say, for example, say pen. Quantity is going to be 6. Price is going to be 5. Discount, no. And you can go ahead and add it in. So you can add as much as you need right here, but we actually limited it, so it cannot go past 10. But let me just go ahead and turn this off now and then go to the properties right here. You can see that I have set the height right here as well. So you can go ahead and type that in right here, change out into more height. You can go around over here. Let's say, for example, onto the widget setting right here. And then in under general, you can go ahead and add in, let's say, for example, default rows, change it into single line right here. Once I do that, if I were to go to the preview form section, I can go ahead and say pen and pencil right here, just like this. I can go ahead and add in, let's say, for example, printing paper right here, just like this, and then correct it out as well. So let's just go around and say printing paper right here, just like this. So I'm just going to go around and say 8, 5, and 4 right here. Change around the price to 2, 3, 5 right here, and then change around the discount. So you can go ahead and add in information right here, just like this, from the form configurable list widget inside of Jotform. So I hope you guys learned something as always. And as always, please like, comment, share, and subscribe.